Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about my first heartbreak, which it's a little cringy when I think back to it, so I can't imagine what this video is going to be like, but I'm gonna do it anyways because the story is really short. I'm gonna admit this. The story with my first heartbreak and stuff is really short. But what I learned after and what I've learned as I've gotten older from it are definitely something I think everybody could benefit from. So we're gonna get into that. Back when I was 15 years old, I had never been in a relationship before. I had never dated anyone. I had never had a boyfriend. I was 15. I had never even, like, I liked boys, but it wasn't a thing, and I had had little boyfriends in middle school, but in my opinion, they don't count because they were nothing compared to this. Yeah. So, 15 years old, I meet this boy, and he quickly becomes my boyfriend. We start dating, and whoa, he was also 16 and I was 15, so he was older in a sense, like, of maturity a little bit, just a smidge, and he wanted to do a lot of things that I didn't want to do quite yet. So the most that we would do is make out, and he always wanted to push it farther, and we would push it farther, and there are some story times that I could tell y'all that were quite embarrassing, that I'm not going to say here because I want to do a different video. There's one that is really short, but like I don't want to put it into this video, so it would just ruin the whole purpose of this video, but it's coming, don't worry. So we were, obviously we dated for like 3 months. He broke up with me over, they don't even have this anymore, but it was like Google Chat statuses type thing. That's how he broke up with me in class. It was a bad idea. Anyways, the reason he broke up with me was because I wouldn't have sex with him, but I wasn't ready to have sex, so I never felt bad about it, and I still will never feel bad about that. And if a guy is ever pressuring you to have sex and then breaks up with you because of it, don't feel bad. Walk away because they're not worth it. Anyways, but of course he would never admit this. He never admitted it. I know because I know, but I mean, and I don't care now. It's not that big of a deal. But we broke up after 3 months of dating. I cried myself to sleep for probably 6 months after that because I was so heartbroken. And the reason I was so heartbroken was because I had made this boy my entire gosh darn life. Like, quite literally, like, I had made him part of everything. And looking back, I definitely realized that, like, he hadn't made me a part of anything. Like, up in my life, and like, I'm in his family and stuff, but like, friends and school and stuff, I was not his life. He was like, I'm good, I'm really fine. But anyways, that happened. We broke up, and then I cried myself to sleep for the next 6 months, and I listened to a train song on repeat, like, just constantly. And to this day, if that song comes on, my mom will literally lose her shit because I literally listen to it like every single day. I don't know. It was a song, it came out, it was a good song, it was a breakup song, and y'all listen to it. But here's what I learned from all of that, and what I learned from dating and just in general life tips and advice and just things that I wish I would have known back then. Number one, don't make a boy your entire life. I'm not saying don't give them your life, and especially now that, like, I have a boyfriend, obviously I'm opening up more to him and stuff, and I'm giving him a lot more of myself, but don't make them everything in your life. Still keep your core values and your hobbies and your interests. Like, for me, YouTube is a big part of my life. Blogging is a big part of my life. And Zach, he completely understands that, and he completely is okay with it. And he knows that, you know, he's probably gonna be on vlogs, and you know, he is so okay with it. He supports it, he loves it, whatever, right? Don't stop doing what you love because of a boy, you know. And this is a lot harder when you're younger, because like when you're younger, it's just so easy. It's like, well, he doesn't really like that, so I won't do that. Don't do that. Don't make someone your entire life to the point where like you aren't yourself anymore, because especially when you're young, more than likely you're going to break up and then you're going to be so lost, and you're not going to know what to do with yourself, and you're going to feel like, shit, what did I just do? This does go if you're older too. If you're older, don't give up everything that you love for somebody, because if you break up, heaven forbid, you know, you're not going to have anything. You're going to be like, oh my God, like I stopped everything I loved for this boy, you know. So that's my first tip. Don't give up on what you love doing. My second tip is don't let yourself be peer pressured. This goes for any age. Honestly, this could go for you if you are 5, if this is 5. This could go for you if you're 15 or you're 23 or you're 27, however you are, whatever it matters. Don't allow yourself to be peer pressured by another person. If you're a girl, don't allow yourself to be peer pressured by a boy. If you're a boy, don't allow yourself to be peer pressured by a girl. Do not allow yourself to do something you don't want to do just to please someone else. So this boy wanted to have sex. I was 15 years old. I was not ready to have sex yet, and I knew that I wasn't ready to have sex. I knew what sex was. It wasn't a big secret to me, because, you know, especially in my family at the time, we had a lot of the girls having kids. My mom had that talk. I wasn't having sex. I was not ready to have sex, and a lot of it was because I didn't trust him, which sounds weird, but I didn't, you know. I didn't trust that he would. I didn't ever think he would stay with me just because I had sex with him, and because I didn't think that, it was just easier to not stay, you know? Don't allow yourself to be peer pressured. You have every right to say no if you don't want to do something. Whether this is sex, whether this is drinking, whether this is drugs, whether it's just going out. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. You don't have to, and that's the reality of it. Tip number 3 is you will move on. That's not really a tip, that's more advice. You will move on. Things will happen, life will change, you will move on. This moment, it feels like that person is everything and you've lost everything. But tomorrow, you'll start building up. The next day, and the next day, and the next day, and it may take you a week, it may take you a month, it may take you a year, for crying out loud. But you will be okay. You are not going to live in this slump, in this sadness forever. You're not. You will be okay. You will be okay. And that's all I can say is you will be okay. Everything will be okay. Everything will fall into place. And that's just how it goes. So those are my tips and my advice on heartbreak and having breakups and dealing with breakups. And yeah, if you want me to go more in depth about like how to deal with a breakup, how to get motivated, all that kind of stuff, leave it in the comments below. I would love to know what y'all want to see. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Also hit that red subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the little bell, you get notified every time I upload videos. And I upload videos pretty much all the time, so you want to get notified. And as always, I will see you on the next video. Bye guys. So find a way to